What's up, everybody? Welcome to another game here on the CSGM channel. Tonight we've got Orion against PorkSports, or PorkSports, I guess, as they're called on this server. I'm your host, Dorf Mike, and I'm going to be joined in just a moment by Scriv. He, unfortunately, CSGO likes to push updates right when league matches happen, so he's just updating his game real fast and ready to hop into the server.
Oh, I am in now. I'm all sorted. Alright, so we're in the knife.
Alright.
2 versus 2.
Yeah.
Cool. So, good to be joining you this evening. I think it's the first time, we were just saying, it's the first time we've ever casted together. So, new experiences, you know, new people.
First dates are always exciting.
I mean, yeah, man. You know, these two teams doing okay, I would say, so far in main. You know, Orion 7-6 win-loss, so pretty even. PorkSports 5-9, so maybe not as good, but still, you know, there's potential for either of these teams to take it.
Certainly is. And looks like we're finally going to get underway here. Got, Just have to run an exec here real fast.
Alright, so looks like it's going to be a pretty heavy B hit from the T side here. Bit of utility bought up on Ben 95, but pretty much just a straight up rush. Going to pay off for the CTs as they've got this kind of boost. Doesn't really come into fruition, helping not able to hit anyone. Bomb going to go down pretty much for free there.
Yeah, shots ringing out on side. 5 CTs still up, but the bomb has been planted. 3 sets of armor still up for the Pork side, and they're going to wallow their way over in this site. Raven's going to catch the first for this T side, taking down players left and right, but his teammates are falling. Meanwhile, great shots coming out from Pork, but he's getting overwhelmed. Numbers just not working out for him, and so the site has been retaken. Now Void, the last player alive, is going to need to catch this player on construction and then nail the planter. Time is short, and bomb will be defused, and he'll lose his life as well. So Orion wind up with the pistol round. Good site control from Pork, but they just lost too many players on the take.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good start from them, but no one else really able to kind of chime in. You know, Raven got quite a few kills off the get-go, but I think as well the kit really helped out Orion. You know, it's something we see, I think, pretty much all the time now in pistol round. CTs buy up a kit. It's very rare that they don't, and that's kind of the reason why, you know, because it's that pressure of they might have a kit, so I've got to rush in, give away my life. Filthy with a double spray down to open up this round. Does eventually get traded, and helping will go down as well. So 3 versus 3, guns picked up, but no armor, of course, bought up because they'll be wanting, PorkSports will be wanting to save to pull out the AKs next round.
Yeah, actually, good damage traded out. I'm surprised they came out with 2 kills there. I thought Filthy was going to sort of shut down the anti-eco pretty early with that quick double spray down, but just doesn't quite go his way. Loses his own life and his teammate as well elsewhere on the map. So now, site's exposed. There's actually a lot of room to work with for PorkSports. If they could get the bomb plant down, I mean, that's going to be huge. They got the bomb plant already in pistol round. They get another one. That's great money going into the 3rd round. If they somehow manage to save this FAMAS as well, all the better. Gizzy.
Yeah, they're just kind of taking it a little slowly. Ooh.
Good play.
Gizzy does get the kill on Raven.
I was a little worried.
Kind of expecting that, I think.
Yeah, I was a little worried. He was closing the distance so much that the pistol was in that 1-shot range. Made me a little nervous, but Gizzy times it nice. Grabs the kill. Looks like they're going to try and execute on towards B, so it's going to be on Anti to shut this down. He grabs the first. That's Void down and the rifle as well. Church can retrieve that FAMAS, but now he's all alone, and they know where he is. Utility going to go in to shut him down. Scout's going to try and tickle his toesies there, do a little bit of damage. Not much, but it'll finish the job. SGM with some nice scout shots from on high. Rifle can be retrieved. They've got 3 rifles going into the next. Orion stabilized nicely. Pork, they don't quite have the money for a comfortable buy, but they can do it. And they're going to go for it. Full AKs up, armor across the board. Not all the utility in the world, but enough.
Yeah, I mean, but up against the utility of Orion, it's going to be difficult. They're going to have to get an early pick here, I think, and then just kind of play off of that. A bit of aggression over towards long might come into fruition for the CTs here. It's quite clever from them to answer back. with this aggressive play, get control of the map.
Looks like early encounter is going to come out towards Playground, and Church is going to come out on top. He's the Playground bully, and he's taken 2 victims already. Ben chiming in as well, so 3 kills going against the CTs, and this first gun round is off to a ferocious start for the Pork side. They're going to honk their way through. Anti, nice little play through smoke to take a kill back. It's still a 4v2, but Church has dropped down incredibly low, and Ben's not looking so good himself. So that's going to be 2 players below half health, Church hanging on to just a sliver of it, and this 2v4 is actually doable. Helping is not helping his own case, though, as he's going to take some damage through the wood panel. Just give away his position. Damage traded there, and now the pushes are going to come in. Helping getting aggressive again. Anti, though, on the long flanks caught one. Gets traded out, and Helping's actually going to walk right past Void, who will nail the kill to finish out the round. So good play from Pork on the first gun round.
Yeah, the AK buys, you know, the one-shot potential up against those Famouses and things is always going to favor the T's there. And I don't know, I mean, they played it well. The aggression from Orion was a good idea, but obviously Church with a huge double kill to deny that, you know, and basically kind of secure the round from there, I think, for his team, because they could just play slowly, play together, trade the kills, and just outnumber the remaining CTs.
Yeah, at that point, it was actually impressive that Helping and Anti got as much done as they did in a 2v5. They quitted themselves, you know, well. It didn't ultimately work out, but they did some good damage, got some kills. About all you could ask of them, and Gizzy going to get taken down in the connector early on. Ben wins that duel. Gizzy had the angle, but the walls caught his shots, and so Ben will reign victorious. Now, as a result of that, the T's are going to start to make their way down long and actually take control of this A site. Pretty much all the map control on this side of the map has been given up as well. There's only one player, SGM, with a pistol to contest it, and he's playing very passive over on the A bomb site. So provided they don't go down connector, which is exactly what they're going to do. I was going to say they'd have free reign of that side of the map, but instead they're going to explore the connector region. Maybe think better of it. I jinxed it. I talked about how open the A bomb site was, so they couldn't go there.
Yeah, the kill's not coming in. Pistols, obviously, at this point, no match for the AK. SJC as well, kind of on the flank there. And he gets one, Helping now, kind of with it all to do, but I think he'd run out of ammo and he just wanted to try and hightail out there. Will get taken down. So, yeah, I mean, PorkSports almost just overthinking it, outplaying themselves in the end there, but of course, just the superior weaponry really allows them to take control of short and by proxy take control of B. So pretty clean, I wouldn't say anti-eco, but a clean, you know, second round from them to start building up the economy.
Yeah, now the name of the game really just needs to be to keep this one rifle alive. They can retrieve another. Now there's 2 rifles on the board. This will actually be a pretty big boon if they can get away with it. SGM by the hair of his chinny chin chin, gonna slide away, needs to escape. He's already lost his teammate. Now SGM, the sole survivor on 1 HP, getting hunted. Players chasing. Ooh, this is a game of hide-and-go-seek that SGM does not want to lose. All alone. No one here around him. He'll catch the first. Can he stay alive? He cannot. Shot down through the door. Just a sliver of health was not enough to save his bacon. And so PorkSports will find him.
Nice. That was good. I saw the pun.
I tried.
You've been waiting to do
I've been thinking. I was trying to do a wallowing in the mud pun over on site, and it just didn't quite work out. Bacon, though. Bacon's where we're going.
Yeah, bacon's pretty easy to do. But all the same, you know. Again, good round. PorkSports able to deny the weapons being saved. Gonna be a stack over towards A, a cheeky flashbang maybe towards middle to try and pick up a few kills with these pistols.
That's exactly Yeah, that's exactly what's gonna happen.
Get one actually.
Yeah. 2 kills. I mean, Void then comes in from the flank and shuts the rest of it down. So now it's just Gizzy with a bare USP. He's got a kill to his name. There's 1 notch on that gun. 1 counter. It's even a stat track. So he got 1 extra little tick up on his stat track. Now let's see if he can get any more. They're actually hanging around quite a bit. I don't know whether they're just looking for him. It's exactly what they're doing. So SJC expecting the push there. Going to catch the player off. Keep 3 alive for PorkSports. They've been building nicely after losing the first 2 rounds. Nice little run here of 3 and a nicely built up bank. 10K on Ben. A couple other players on high cash. They've got deep pockets. Deep coffers, and now the op will come out.
Not something we see often, to be fair, on the T side of Overpass. Overpass is a much more kind of CT-centric map in terms of the AWP, I would say, to be fair. But, you know, you can make those aggressive plays. You can catch some people off guard if you've got the skill level and the know-how. You know where you want to go with it, know how you want to utilize it. So we'll see if Church can pull anything out of the bag, but kind of, you know, it might be in this situation, if he's not confident in himself or it doesn't pay off this round, it might be the first and only time that we see it pulled out on this T side. But we'll see what he's got in the bag, you know?
It could be some witchcraft. Church is going to be playing, it looks like he's playing out towards playground. Filthy with a beautiful spray down through the wood panel. Gets 2 for his efforts. Digs in and goes back to the well. SJC is going to punish the re-attempt. But it may be too little too late. 2 players lost to a spray down through panels. That's gonna sting if you're PorkSports.
Yeah, that really not gonna do much for the the morale of PorkSports, kind of like you were getting at.
Church.
Something like that, there's nothing you can do about it, really.
Yeah, I mean it's just womp womp womp. Bad luck, bad news bears. Yeah. Church rewarded your expectations for the op. He already snagged himself a kill, brought it back to even Stevens. So now let's see if Orion can build off of those early crate double kills. Helping's going to trade out 1, so that's good damage done, and that Molotov's also allowed time for them to get onto site for this retake. There's already a player pushed up really close, but Church is going to snag him right as he goes through smoke. Now just SGM in the retake. He's got 2 players to find. One of them has an op, but they are separated. They're split up. They're alone. If he frags one, he can isolate the second. As I say that, though, Church is coming in on the flank. He's going to get caught off. Position known. This is huge. Fakes the bomb. Just a little love tap there. And last bullet in his gun is going to get the kill on Church through the panel, through the corner of the box. The all-seeing eye sprayed down, and the bomb defused. SGM snakes around away. 3-3 on the game.
The shadow there, you know, the slow peak from Church really giving the game away. Allowed SGM to pick that kill up. And in this kind of situation, it's difficult to know whether the players of Orion would have had a kit or not, you know, whether they'd be able to afford it, because their economy was not bad, but not brilliant at the same time. So it's difficult for Church to know there whether he's going to have to fake it because there's 10 seconds on the defuse, or whether he's going to try and hold it because there's 5 seconds. So yeah, a big 1 versus 2 clutch from SGM. He's actually going to be on the AWP now. Church opting to pull it out again. He did, you know, get a couple kills with it, so I mean, why not? But yeah, a huge 1 versus 2 clutch for Orion to start getting back into this game.
Now it looks like the early encounter is going to go out towards B. The panel so dangerous. Pork apparently have not had the fear put into them. They're going to go back and play near that panel. Little jump peek here for information coming out from Filthy. He's the player who got the nice 2K spray down. Might try it again. There's a lot of players grouped up here. They're ready and waiting to punish it, though, and Void's going to get the kill this time. It'll be traded out. Void doesn't fall away fast enough, but kills flying fast and furious both ways. It's going to leave us on a 3v3. Both teams pretty much on equal standing. 2 players drop down low. That's going to be Church and Anti, but still, 3 players up on the map, and now a weakened A bomb site. It looks like Pork want to make their move towards A. Only SGM to meet them, and SGM looks like he's not quite sure of his positioning. Moving around the map quite a bit. Not firm in his footing yet. Has the op, which can be devastating on the approach towards A, but is going to need to find an early target and buy time for his teammates to rotate. Now the hit's going to come in fast and furious. Pork is actually going to lose players as they move on. SGM gets traded out, though, only getting 1 kill. Not quite the amount of time he'd like to buy. Bomb's going to go down. Ooh, not a second too soon. Only 10 left on the clock. And Ben with a nice shot in the mid-air, helping as he hops over the panel for the information play. That's the last information he'll see this round. He's now shut out. And Ben with a nice second kill. 3K on the round for Ben, including that beautiful skeet shot of the flying clay pigeon. That was an Orion player.
Yeah, I mean, a huge kill to secure that one for his team. Obviously, the remaining Anti, I believe he was low HP, so that his hopes, as we saw, quickly crumbled on the back end of that round. It's basically like over towards B is just 1.6 sim at the end of the day with all these wall bangs coming in, you know? Kills going either way because of that one little patch of wood. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if the T's decide to kind of stay away from it for a little while or not rush in as quickly, play a bit more safe over towards short. They really like these boosts as well. Seeing this one over towards long, which is actually going to be a good boost in just a second if he peeks up. He will spot out 2 players. Only able to pick up 1 though before getting traded back. Ben baiting well though. We'll make sure no more damage can be done, but a lot of control over towards A for the CTs despite the fact that they're only on CZs. We are going to see again, of course, kills going either way though, back into a 2 versus 3. I was going to say Pork should be able to take it pretty easily with these AKs and AWPs especially, but we just see the CZ meta at the moment, you know, after the nerf of the Tech 9 and the 5.7, just how powerful it really is if you know how to use it.
Alright, looks like the bomb's going down. 3 players still up, 2 on the retake. That's Gizzy and Filthy trying to make their way into sight. Nothing really doing here. Filthy, the only player with a rifle up, might just want to fall away and save that, and that's exactly what's going to happen. A little cheeky graffiti there, but not a lot to be had to be proud of that graffiti. He's going to make his escape. 1 kill, 1 scalp to his name, 1 rifle in hand, and now they just need to try and keep that alive. And Church is on the hunt. It's high noon. He's got the R8, and it looks like he's looking to duel. Is Church actually keeping that out? No, Church is just trying to stay alive, keep that op up. I was kind of hoping he'd go for the revolvers at dawn type of move, but alas and alack, it is not to be this round.
Yeah, I think saving that, obviously the optimal choice, just because the one-shot potential of the AKs is huge. As a CT, going into this next round, it does look like they're not going to force around it though. They're just going to try and eco, but there's definitely an opportunity for Gizzy and Filthy. You know, to go for some huge plays with these AKs that they've saved, especially over towards B. You know, the infamous boost over towards the wooden panel, which we've seen time and time again. Filthy tries to get aggressive with his though, and just immediately goes down.
Oof. Helping as well. Apologies there. A little bit of keyboard spam. SJC taking players down in connector, and only 1 lost for Pork. Great damage out from Pork. Church keeping the high noon gun up. They're just kind of on a roll now, on a tear of 3 rounds in a row. Bank is built up. They're not really losing players. I mean, they gave up some kills in these rounds, but never really a substantial loss. And so it kind of feels like that momentum's building, and Orion really needs to throw a break in there, put a stick in the spokes of the bicycle that is the PorkSports Tide.
Yeah. You know, this economy is just really starting to run away at this point. And these rounds, not looking one-sided per se, but just kind of clean and easy from PorkSports so far. There's a little bit back and forth towards the beginning, but once, you know, the T side have got rifles in their hands, they just seem to be absolutely dominating. In the 1 versus 1 duels at the start of the round, you know, to get those initial frags. Not kind of like walking into sites, killing everybody without losing any players, but in the sense of, you know, the important fights right at the start of the round, they seem to know how to use their entry fraggers, and how to capitalize off the kills that they get so very early on, you know?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Now it looks like everything's going to slow down. They're in a bit of a default. Actually, a nice aggressive positioning from Anti all the way back towards T-spawn, but there's going to be no players crossing his crosshair. At this point, they'd come through connector if they came through anywhere. So it's a cheeky position from Anti, but it's ultimately probably not going to be rewarded. The boost up on A could be, however, it's an intelligent position over the sign here. Could catch these players off if they do, in fact, push, but instead the bomb looks like it's going to rotate through connector and head towards B. Now Anti's well positioned. Oof. That's a shame that Anti's already lost his sight player. Now that flank is going to be rendered a lot less effective. He'll catch 1, but now the position's given away. He's going to need to crunch onto the site. Got a second. That's great play from Anti. He's really putting the team on his back at this point. Now it's a 3v2 retake from what looked like a very devastating situation. The great positioning and play from Ante just really opens things up for his team. Now he can work in conjunction, but now he's gone. All falls to Gizzy's. Gizzy's going to get the first. Knows where the second's coming from. Molotov goes to force the positioning, but Gizzy's already got the kill. Molotov didn't cover off the bomb either. So the defuse will come in, the AK will be retrieved, and Orion are back on the board. 4 in 6.
Yeah, a little bit of a topsy-turvy round. You know, the flanks on flanks. You know, everyone was kind of in the back of the other team in unexpected positions. Originally Ante, and then Church with the AWP as well. But kind of in the clutch situation, a lot of the time you fancy the rifles to be winning it out against the AWP, just because it's kind of like you have to hit that first bullet, especially if you're playing over towards somewhere like Monster where it's quite an open area. And also the fact that Church tried to Molotov and he's just kind of pulled with his pants down there. So, quick play over towards short. Ante with a nice double spray down there to close that one off pretty quickly. Going to be into a 3 versus 3. And almost finds the kill onto SJC. But yeah, 3 versus 3, 39 HP on Ante. The bomb actually going to go down momentarily. Kills going back and forth brings it to 2 versus 2.
Yeah, Ante with this just really aggressive play out of B. It's either working or it's really not. I mean, this round he gets 3 kills, but he's sort of ruined the positioning for his teammates over on site and allowed the T's in. And once they get into that post plant, Pork really have not been letting up off the gas. We're in very dangerous territory for Orion as it's the full reset. Ante now with a pistol out. He spotted the player and he's going to get the kill through the panel. That's a full ace for Ante. Finishes off with the USP. What a play.
I think he has this.
Oh, yeah.
Only just has it,
Oh, yeah.
to be fair. But that is a great round.
Whew.
That is a great round. I don't think he would have won that on such low HP, no kit,
That was
no
insane.
utility, just pure aim.
A couple
end of
missed
the day.
op shots broke his way, but
Yeah,
oof. Finishing
Church
it off
kind of
with the
crumbling
pistol.
a little bit.
That's a confidence booster round right there. I mean, Orion, they were in the pits. They were at the very risk of being reset, and Ante comes out with a full ace clutch. I mean, what a play from Ante. And now Church,
If there's any situation to do it in, you know, that is the one.
absolutely, just slug your way through. Put the team on your back, bring it back to a 5-6. Now it's pretty much an even scoreline. Problem is, Orion have already traded out players. And the gun advantage still does rest with PorkSports. They've got the AWP up. Looks like the AWP on the Orion side was already dropped. And there is a UMP in the hands of Filthy. This is going to be interesting. We really haven't seen a lot of dry takes over on A, or just classic takes on A. And it looks like that might be finally where Pork want to go. There's been a lot of play towards B, some flirting with the A site, but very few actual plays onto that bomb site.
Yeah, I think when, you know, B's been working so much for you, it's kind of like keep at it until it stops working, and now they've had a couple, Church. A filthy kill onto Filthy. But yeah, they've had a couple rounds where maybe, you know, it's not going so well for them on B, so they tried to go over towards A, but now they're just kind of keeping the CTs guessing. And they walk straight into B, helping, left all alone with it all to do. 3 players to contend with. Does pick up 2, so he's done work for this round, but unfortunately no one else on his team, other than the remaining player, has picked up a kill. So it will be a 2 versus 1 as the bomb goes down.
Is he going to catch damage on the one player jumping across? That's good damage, but he's given his position away. Now Gizzy needs to seal this round. They've both fallen back to more passive positionings. They're going to make Gizzy do the challenging. And as that Molotov goes down, the player's actually going to push right through it, so he may not be expecting him. Molotov didn't land quite where he wanted to, so SJC has all the time in the world to nail a shot through Gizzy's skull. That's going to be another round for Pork, and Orion are on the back foot once more. Money in the pits, really bad situation there cash-wise. They're going to be forced to eco. And at this point, late in the
a lot
half.
of these rounds that Orion have been winning is kind of off the back of clutches. You know, Ante with his ace and the clutches basically against Church, but like all the same, you know, when you're only winning with 1, maybe 2 players remaining, it's really not good for your economy at all So, despite winning 2 in a row, they are on a force buy, but their economy is pretty weak. CZs, though, a map like Overpass, they can definitely do a lot of damage. A lot of close range angles to play, a lot of positions that you can overwhelm one player. With many CTs, as we're about to see here, SJC will get one, but immediately traded. And I think the death of a player to get an AK in the hands of someone with armor is a huge payoff.
Now we're seeing, I mean, it's a little interesting, right? They did the full stack over towards the B bomb site, but at this point they ventured through Void. Gonna catch Anti with his back turn, has all the time in the world to line the shot up, is actually gonna practice nice trigger discipline, hopes to maybe get him more, can't quite do it. Now the crunch comes in on the A bomb site and kills are stacking up against Orion, only helping left alive on the retake. 1v4 with a UMP in hand. It's not really doing here. He's gonna catch the first, that's an AK retrieve, but now frankly just needs to get that AK out of there. 19 HP, 3 players hunting him. Gonna throw his smoke down to cover his escape, do the full Batman jump. Smoke blooms, jump away. He's got a lot of space to cover, but there is a player on the hunt. Specifically, Void is looking for him, is hot on his heels. Looks like helping's probably gotten away here, but only time will tell.
Yeah, I think so. They're not going to hunt him. Just again, kind of a bit of a confidence thing. You know, you don't want to be giving players more kills than they've already got, you know, that is necessary, as it were. But the scoreline looks close, but I think it's just from the pistol, really, that Orion have got close to the scoreline that PorkSports have put up in these gun rounds. You know, it's rounds kind of like intermittently that they're getting. If you take a quick look at the scoreboard, 3 rounds and then 1 for Orion, 3 more rounds for PorkSports. And as you can see as well, 4 of the 5 rounds that they've won are all diffusers. So it is coming down to these clutch situations. They're not able to get the initial frags. We'll see here, though, another stack over towards middle. Trade 1 for 1 yet again, helping with the AK, but quick switches. For some reason, and immediately gets traded.
That's just the worst habit. You hate to see that. Just such a lame way to give up a kill. But actually, Bomb's in control of Orion, and they've got a rifle up and an AWP as well. This is doable. Gizzy's got good positioning with this AWP. These 2 terrorist players are going to need to come through him. And as they peek over, at least one will fall. And all of a sudden, it's a 1v3. This could be a dramatic round, ladies and gentlemen. Peeking around the corner, he's going to catch the first and fall away, and now it's all on Raven in a 1v3 bomb down. No map control. Going to go for the fake flash pistol play. Catches the first. That's the op down as well. Now Filthy and Anti need to close this down. They've been given a huge break here off the back of that smart pistol eco play, but it's all too easy to give it away. First player spotted, but Anti's going to nail the kill before Raven can readjust to nail the shot. 6 to 8. Orion are scraping along in this half off the back of trick plays and clutches, but they are still in the fight.
Yeah, I think it'd be good for them to get this last round as well. Maybe if they do something with this AWP in the hands of SGM. Just because Overpass is kind of a map at the moment where it's structurally like a lot of maps. It's CT-sided, the way that it's laid out, quick rotates, and, you know, able to get down to short through connector and boost spots like this, and seeing things like that. I'll hold my point, as they're just straight up rushing B there.
It's just right into things. Carnage left and right, kills stacking up, damage raining out, and Anti now locking down the site with a nice 3K, turning left and right and nailing all of his shots. It all falls to SJC. It's already going to be an 8-7 but he can make it a 9-6 with a 3 clutch here. 3 kills to find. And SJC's not a name we've been calling all night. Anti is low, though. The first kill could be a pretty easy one to harvest. Close up, dancing around each other. Just the edge of the box is actually going to take some damage before he does find Anti. But now 2 players to find, and they know his position. Got to make a move. Sliding into waters. Going to get spotted out. Sees the shadow of the first player. Tries to line up the shot, but Gizzy is quicker on the trigger. So 8-7 for Orion. A very equal half to start this game.
Yeah, but, you know, just well played, I think, from Orion to just kind of stack up and play off each other towards the final few rounds at that half. But yeah, like I was saying, it's sort of like a it's CT sided classically, I suppose we would say. It's easier to understand the CT side as a team, especially. But we've seen recently, you know, there's a bit more of a meta shift over towards the T side, just because, you know, as there are on a lot of maps, many high up in-game leaders at the top echelons of CS are figuring out, you know, executes and things that you can do, and certain play styles that you can change in order to, you know, be more effective on that T side.
There's that classic Astralis B site take, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Pretty much unstoppable in the right hands. Ben95 going to chime in early on this pistol round. 4 sets of armor still up for the support side, but no kit. May have been on Ben, may be retrievable. But actually, is there a player right on the bomb plant?
I think so.
Oh, what is Void doing? He snuck himself away in the smoke, but ultimately can't get anything done for it. Helping going to take him down, and now the retake is on, but only one player remains. It's all on Church. Catches the first. That's one head found. Needs to get the second. He will. Reload comes in. Now on Helping. Ooh, Helping shuts it down. First he catches the player sneaking through smoke, and then he gets the clutch shut down.
Yeah, unfortunate there for Church. It would have been like the first clutch that he's won for his team. But yeah, just not able to, you know, he's all by himself. 1v3 on the B-bomb side, pretty difficult at the end of the day. You can't really be missing many shots. You know, you've got to hit the sick flicks and all that kind of stuff. So it would have been a huge play. Oh my.
Oh, SJC. Oh. You hate to see it. Not the way you want to start a round. I mean, it is just a raw eco, right? Pure raw eco. Maybe that was just the blood sacrifice to the blood gods to hope that something, anything goes their way in this round. Gizzy over in Connector is waiting to pounce on these weakened players. And it's actually going to be their teammate that goes down over towards B. That leaves B bomb site pretty much completely exposed. This stack in Connector could be deadly, but it's going to be a little tricky to pull off. First player's going to feed in, and they give away the information. Shots ringing out, but Ben's actually going to catch the kill. And the blood sacrifice player is going to get a kill of his own as SJC finds a head. So that's a 3-on-3 now. Damage still ringing out. SJC and Raven drop very low. These rifles winning the day, but still the trades come in. Ben playing well with this AK. It's a 1v2. Tricky situation, and bomb is making its way towards A. Question if at this point...
Kill.
Ooh. Good positioning.
Oh, no.
Lines it up. He's got one more to find. Bomb's going to be planted. The information is gained. He sees Anti running away. He can catch him off. Ooh, but Anti with the 1000 IQ fake out is not actually going to fake him out, but will still hit the shot. Ben misses the one tap and is punished for it. Oof.
Yeah, I think running there, he ran as though he was going to rotate, and that just sort of, you know, maybe the nerves get into him a little bit, gave away his position completely, and Anti was just able to play around that beautifully to win out that round. Closer than it should have been.
Absolutely. Against
only USPs. You know, and as you can see, 2 Mac 10s in a UMP, it's definitely eaten into the T-side economy. But, you know, PorkSports will be happy with that result. Would have been nice to win the round, but, you know, beggars can't be choosers at the end of the day. Church opening up as well is also a good start to this round. So
Pork starting it off well too. 2 kills already. I mean, the Deagle and a third. SJC is woken up. What a shot coming out from SJC, and that's the rifle retrieved. Rifle and a UMP. Now Anti over on site. He's got to watch out. There's a player lurking around. He's figured out his position, but Anti will manage to get the kill. Still a 2-on-3. Make that a 2-on-2. Anti putting the team on his back to bring this round back. Orion have given up way too much already. They can't really afford to lose anything else. They need to get this bomb planted. They need to get this round locked up, sealed, tight, and zippered. Now Church and SJC trying to see what they can do. They've got the guns retrieved. SJC is actually sticking to the Deagle, feeling hot with that hand cannon. A little bit of information jump. No armor on their side. This MAC-10 can feast on the unarmored players, but first it's going to have to hit them. That's exactly what Helping's going to try and do. Just harass them through the panel. Just line it up for his teammate, and that's exactly what will happen as Anti's the one to get the kill. Helping sets him up. Anti knocks him down. Good play from Ante to lock that last round out.
Yeah, it's a really good bait setup from them, actually, because obviously he's playing with the Mac 10 there, you know, just like, I'm here, guys, you know, come look at me, come try and kill me. But little did they know, as soon as they walk around that corner looking the wrong way, Ante is just ready for them in sort of a bit of a hidden spot there. So yeah, it's less of a crossfire, not quite a bait setup, it's kind of like they're in the same line of sight type thing, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, but really well played in the end there. The double spray down is nice. Again, a lot of damage being done, so if they win this one out, and this is definitely a good start here, there is a chance they could start running away with this game.
Ooh. Pork with an absolute decimation over in Connector. They had a 2-man stack, and they're going to keep 5 alive for the clean sweep round. Orion, after a couple of promising rounds, but still hanging by a knife's edge, are going to be right back into the money pit. They've got players with 1,800 and 1,400. A couple players can buy up armor pistols, but they're right into the eco. They won 3 in a row, and they're right into an eco.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, just the money completely in tatters. Bit of a quasi-buy, I suppose. Maybe try and get a bomb down over towards B. It looks like they're going to opt to go towards A. A bit more middle aggression than we've seen from them previously. Only got one smoke. Going to go over towards bathroom. So it looks like they're going to try and charge up short and get this bomb down. That's the goal of this round.
That's exactly what will happen. These pistols just ringing out. Filthy with the kill, but multiple players combining. Nice collateral shot from Church, but now he's being chased down. No HP left. Misses the shot. Should be taken down here. It's exactly what happens. Bomb could be planted, but Filthy comes off of it. Now he's got no more time. The CTs are closing in. He's just going to fall away. Try and get a kill here. Lines it up on SJC. AK doing great damage to keep Pork reasonable. And Void with 7 HP could also be exposing himself to danger. But Raven has the good positioning, spots the shadow coming over, and shuts things down. 2 players up for Pork, and they've tied the scoreline back up.
Is your Go TV really laggy, or is that just me?
I'm not getting it too bad. I mean, there's a couple frame strains dropped here and there, but mine's pretty consistent.
Oh, okay. Mine is terrible.
Admittedly.
So I suppose it's a good job you're hosting.
Yeah, your ping might be a little wonky.
Why? Because it's on a relay server, like, it should be fine. Like, that's not the issue for me. It's literally just, I'm on like 10 frames. It's painful. There's a lot of action going on. People just...
I get a little bit of stutter when there's like 5 models on screen and a bunch of smokes.
This is so bad for him. Ante though, I mean, 3 headshots.
Ante coming up
huge so far.
Ante's been a
He's
monster.
Almost at a 30 bomb.
Is he? Yes, he is.
Crazy.
27 for Ante. I mean, he just had a couple really clutch rounds in the first half, and then it seems like he's been lining them up one after another in this half. So Pork just
riding on that momentum.
Yeah, Pork just forced to save at this point. I mean, they've got a rifle and an op up, but a great comeback from Orion. Looked like they may have just been knocked off their momentum, but they get right back into the swing of things. Stay on that bike, and they keep pedaling. Now Church and Ben trying to stay alive. They're going to be hunted. That's the first one going to be found. Now it's all on Church to keep this op alive. Can he do it? Hiding right around the corner. This is like a horror movie. Will the jump scare come in? It will. He will not keep this op alive. He's been caught by the slasher. That's helping him right into an early grave.
Pretty clean, you know?
Yeah. Good round. Exactly what Orion needed.
Orion, again, building up the economy. A little bit easier on the T side, you know, the AK, $600 cheaper, which is like your core weapon compared to the M4. So, as we'll see in this round, a pretty heavy force buy. There's a lot of good guns going into this, but Ben on a 5.7 isn't ideal. That smoke is not ideal either.
Little fluff there. Hit the pipe on the wrong side.
Yeah.
Now Ben's repositioning like that was his idea the whole time. He's like, I'll play from these shelves. This is where I live now. Boost up in playground again, helping going to exploit Church. Really hard to spot the player model through that tree. And it's exactly what they're going to exploit. So a nice start to the round for Orion, looking confident here. And Raven's just trying to find the kill back. Will do that as well as the thigh of his teammate, but Ben's feeling all right with it because he got a rifle out of the deal. Void chiming in as well. This B bomb site has just been shut down, but that's left a Void over on A. And that's what Orion will exploit. They've got their run of the site. Rotates are coming in, but it may be too little too late. And SGM's actually going to catch a kill on the retreat. That's make that 2 as helping chimes in as well. Now just a 2-on-3. Bomb should be planted, and good positioning already from Filthy. Gets the first, can get the second, can't quite land the kills. But now it's a 1v2. SJC, last player alive, 2 targets to find. Switches between them, but can't land the kill. 2 players alive, and Orion onto 12 rounds.
Yeah, again, I mean, the weaponry just not really good enough from Pork. To be honest, it's difficult to make anything happen with those weapons, especially when you've got players going down early to that boost on long. It was something that they used on their TE side, so you would have thought those players pushing long would look out for that kind of thing, but apparently not. Just completely unpunished, helping with the easy frag. And the trades from Connector just not able to come in. Some nice kills, you know, SGM. I think it was a nice 90-degree flick from him. And then, of course, helping as well was there to make sure his buddy didn't go down. So, pretty much a full eco from PorkSports, a couple of P250s. Already a kill going in the hands of Filthy. So, it should be a pretty easy round again here for Orion. Looking to get 13 on the board momentarily.
Yeah, that was just an instance of they sniffed out the stack, right? They have a player pushing out towards B, catches the first kill, realizes there's someone there. Meanwhile, they've pushed on to A, realize it's completely vacant, come in for the full flank, catch the stack from both sides, and just neuter it. Completely render it inept. Now, though, Pork are finally going to have guns back up. They've got the full rifle buy. No op to be found, but utility and armor up. There's a kit on Void as well. Gizzy on the MAC-10. A bit interesting, especially considering the amount of utility available and the cash available. Gonna opt to stick for the MAC-10, carry it through. There's also, is that a sawn-off? Ringing through. Shots all over the site as Orion players are dropping left and right, but they're gonna chime back in, retake this site. Kizzy with that MAC-10 showing me what's what. Taking a kill and changing it into a rifle with a magic wink of his eye. Now the bomb's going to go down, and they're into a full post plant. 2 rifles still up, but Pork are going to hold pretty passive spots. They don't really want to feed any more guns. But at this point, Orion are going to be on 14, so the tide of time is slipping away from them. Trying for this retake still. Just really nothing doing here, and they're going to lose both players. SGM and helping, finishing them off. Orion on to 14. Took them a little while to find their groove in this half, but they've done it, and now they're on a roll.
Yeah, it was quite close. You know, it looked to be a more dominant kind of showing from Pork on the first half. Of course, some rounds going the way of Orion, but Pork tending to win out the rifle rounds and in a bit more consistent fashion for a few rounds before they lose one. Orion did well to get 7, I think. Winning the pistol definitely helped them out. But maybe it would have been a different story if Orion started on this T side. So, another eco here from PorkSports. A few better pistols here, another B stack. Kills coming through the smoke. 2 kills go back the way of PorkSports, but I think that's all they're going to get. Oh, I say that. SJC getting another one, 2 versus 2 now. And an AK in the hands of Raven could do a lot of damage on this corner. They might not expect him to be here. Gizzy going to check it out, though. The aim punch, too much to deal with, and now all on SJC. With this Deagle.
Gizzy shuts it down. Good shots from Gizzy. They really just had him hemmed in. Some magic can happen with the Deagle, but not that time. Yeah, this
he got his magic earlier in the round with those 2 kills, you know?
Yeah. Spent it all. Ran out of pixie dust.
Yeah, man.
Sorry for all the frame issues. I think it's just the server. Not a whole lot we could do about that. Just, you know.
Stevo not doing too hot recently, you know. Things haven't really been going their way.
Yeah. Well, didn't you want to see clutch moments in slideshow form?
Yeah, come on, man.
Nice PowerPoint presentation. Speaking of clutch moments, PorkSports are doing their best to keep this round alive and the game alive. 2 early kills, but now the players flowing up long. Ben and Church gonna need to shut this down real fast. Church going to be found, so now Ben flirting around smoke. Good play there, but now he's gotten his position known, and that's all he'll get. Raven, though, perfect timing. He's going to pop up and catch off Filthy. And now SGM is alone in a 1v3. Sneaking into the bank. Op at close range can always be a little bit interesting. But there's players watching for this, specifically Raven, and Raven's going to hit the shots. No scope, not working out for SGM. Hits the door instead of the player. And so Raven capitalizes.
Yeah, it's a good answer back from PorkSports, but maybe a question of too little too late, you know?
Yeah.
Because they've got these 4 rounds they need to win in a row to take us to overtime. But we'll see. The double upset was something that they pulled out very late on, I think, because they just weren't really able to get their economy going. So we'll see if they're able to use these weapons, you know, effectively and aggressively to get the early picks, as they did in the previous round. But Orion going to answer back with a quick B hit, so it's going to be difficult. This boost again coming in, going to get caught off guard. And a quick 5 versus 4 as the bomb will probably go down momentarily.
B just getting absolutely decimated, turned into Swiss cheese. His shots ring out all over the map. Gizzy and Filthy opening up the site and now helping, chiming in to finish things off. It's all going to be on Ben, and he can't get anything done as Anti finds the kill. Turns into a nice 16-11. Everyone can look at my rank there. It's not good. So we're going to hop over into the pregame. Oh, so that was quite a match, ladies and gentlemen. Starting out with a lot of momentum for Pork. Orion brought it back. And then it seemed to be a little back and forth in the second half before Orion sort of broke from the pack and ran away with it.
Yeah, we see it on these T-sides sometimes. They can be really, really one-sided just because the raw skill of one team is just so much higher. And they can do rounds like that where, you know, PorkSports backs against the wall. They win that one round. They've got to win 4 more in a row to stay in it. And then Orion just say, you know what, screw you. We're just going to rush B, like, deal with it. And they're not able to. Caught out on the boost. You know, doing the same thing they did in the previous round. And just easy pickings, really, for Orion in the end.
All right. So, once again, I'm Darth Mike. You can find me on Twitter at Darth Mike. I was joined this lovely evening by Scriv. You can find him on Twitter at ScrivCasts. And that's going to be it from us tonight, ladies and gentlemen. As always, you frag,